G'day guys, welcome back to Pete's Investing. This is September 7, 2023 in the US crude oil price update. There's been a lot of news about the oil price lately. I won't go through into fundamentals on that. There's plenty of other good presenters or YouTubers that cover that. So I'll leave that to them to explain. I'll go through some technical details here with you and what I expect oil to do in the coming hours at least. So first off on the daily, you can see here it's bounced off this support line at 67.12 and it's been broken through this minor support at 77.56. Had a bit of a retrace initially down to the 50% level. You can see there it's bounced off that and it's now reaching this other resistance at 87.60. Now you can see there's a bearish candle forming, but notice the CCI is still in a bullish momentum, although it's leveling out, and the stochastic down here as well is still in a bullish momentum, but still in near the oversold territory, but approaching the midpoint. So potentially looking strong in the medium term, I would say, but just be mindful we might see a bit of a pullback in the short term. And this is the hourly chart, and what we've got here is I did project this pullback and a retrace to this level after it hit that resistance at 87.60 because of this bearish divergence on the CCI versus the price. Now it did pull back, bounced off this support line we drew, and it made further upside and hit that resistance again, and now it's also potentially coming back again towards this trend line. Now so long as this CCI keeps trending downwards and below this peak where it was back there in around the start of September, we're going to consider this a bearish divergence in the short term. Notice also the stochastic down here, let me just expand that, is also pulling back and broke initially below its moving average, but it's starting to make some further upside again, possibly. So we'll keep an eye on that as well. And lastly, this multiple indicator, which we developed recently and included, has been showing negative signs and bearish signs since that divergence started playing out. In fact, it started with that little divergence there. So it's been showing negative divergence for some time. Now again, it's showing, we're expecting it to break down at some point, so long as this CCI keeps on a downtrend. The price may still break above this resistance in the short term, so long as this CCI keeps in a downtrend. We're going to consider this pullback at some point. And at the very least, it may pull back to that 23 to the 38% level at the moment. If it goes much higher, well then we'll readjust those targets and readjust the Fibonacci's. But in the short term, longer term, we're looking at a potential bullish movement, but on the short term, some level of retrace to the downside. So to understand how to trade using the average down approach, the trend trading strategy and the divergence strategies in more detail, subscribe to and support us on the Patreon page, where we also look at weekly scans of stocks, currencies and commodities. Subscribe, like and share the channel, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you in a future video.